you all. Thank you so much, Susan. I am really, really excited to deliver this message to you today. It is delightful to see all of you here. What a moment in life. Your friend, Ash Mufareh, speaking to you in the heart. Whether you're a reporter or somebody who stood in the sideway or been distracted by other things, or someone who's been quietly just watching, unsure next. I want to take the opportunity to speak to you today with perfect clarity, humility, and renewed purpose. We're at a turning point, and I believe that with all my heart, actually, that what lies ahead is worth everything it took to get here. I know it's taken a while, but it's wild. And I wasn't sure. Honestly, I'm having a hard time to say this, but I promised to talk to you with clarity and transparency all of the time. As I was preparing for these remarks and some bullet points and highlights, I wasn't planning to talk about this topic on this global update. I actually made it deliberate not to mention anything about our situation with the SEC. I'm leaving that out for now. It's no secret that this litigation has been challenging, painful, however, lengthy. But fortunately, we have been represented by some of the best, most experienced and skilled lawyers in the country, period. Everybody look up who's representing us. Couldn't get any better team. And under my instruction, they've defended the case vigorously. But that has taken time and resources away from our corporation. However, I've got to tell you, I'm so encouraged by the recent developments. In fact, I'm looking forward to being able to give you much more complete update on this topic very, very, very soon. So stay tuned. I can tell you it's a very bad day and not so exciting for the haters. They're not having a good day. And this is not what they wish. This is probably a nightmare for them. But God is good. I have to say that up front, loud and clear. And what a victorious day. We'll be addressing this on a separate day, separate, exclusive update, live update again, possibly number 2, because it's a big topic. You want to know more, and I'll break it down to you with what's allowed, okay, productive or meaningful to you. But I'd rather to go back on track and continue my initial plan about a few things that you want to hear today. Let's begin by being completely transparent. This has not been easy for any of us. Yes, probably long or longer than we hoped for. We've experienced delays, we've dealt with disappointments, and yes, we've made mistakes. I did. Some of them actually fell short and, not as we hoped for. But some plants and some of our production actually had to be scrapped and read from the ground up, totally from the scratch. And the truth is, some people we trusted were not what we thought who they are and who they were. I take a full responsibility, obviously, for everything that has happened under my leadership, and not in shame, but with humility, and someone who has learned, adapted, and committed to doing better. We built something bold, and when you build something bold, the risk is bigger, but so is the potential reward. It's worth it. And I know many of you have been frustrated, some confused, and you've been waiting for a moment of clarity. This is that moment. Crystal clear. The road ahead is very clear. So let's talk about recent survey and some of the revelation and results about that. Super excited to talk about this. Recently, we've invited you to respond and participate in a private survey. 3 simple questions. No pressure, no spin, just truth. And we needed to know, are still actually, we want to know, you stand where we stand. How long are you willing to wait? And do you believe it's time for a new vehicle to carry out our shared mission? Now, let me tell you what we found. And what was going in my head, I'm going to share that personal thought with you. I had 3 predictions. I've told team and those who spoke with me on the side, behind the scenes, I've told them I had 3 predictions. Okay, how many people would respond or would being? I gave 1 low prediction and 1 kind of middle of the road, and 1 I thought was probably overly optimistic. Okay, big, medium, small. Okay, or small, medium, big. But what happened next left me absolutely floored. And I'll explain that to you. You may realize the importance of this. You didn't just meet my most optimistic, that's okay, but you've exceeded it by near times. So small, medium, big, 3 times bigger than the big. I was astonished. That alone tells me how loud and clear you're still here and you believe and you are ready forward. You are ready, you are good to go forward. You're not stuck in the past. That was an eye-opener. Okay, I shared with you the answers. You over 90% of you said without hesitation. I will try to share with you the exact screenshot. Okay, I conservative by telling you over 90%. Some of them are 98 point something. So you could say 100% that without his. I'm totally with you. No matter how it takes, I see the vision. I agree. And if we want to succeed, we need a new vehicle. We need a new direction. We need a new running and operating. That was loud and clear. I thank you for that. Respond, and to each and every one of you who responded, you've given me the fuel to continue the mission. More fuel. I'm already pumped, as you could tell. but you've given the leadership team focus. They're even more motivated now. You've reminded us why we started this journey in the first place. And let me add a little bit more to this. From your end, you see 3 simple questions. Okay, well, this doesn't take a genius. It's also very obvious. Okay, most of you selected, I'm fully committed, and whatever timeline it takes, okay? And obviously, we need a new vehicle. That is clear. You see all of that, but we have invisible data to you that are very compelling. Number one, the number of people. And here's another one. So the number of people actually took the time to select. And the number or the frequency of most of you go into the same survey as many as 10 times a day. The overall session, like, and it was practically a weekend, right? Millions and millions and millions of. Who thought this would be possible after all this time?
I think he's froze. I thought it was me.
It's frozen.
Give him a quick email, Chris.
I
So
did.
something blinked.
You froze for a few there, Ash. You froze.
Okay, no problem.
You're back.
Are we good so far?
We don't have your camera.
Your video's off.
Video's not on?
It's not on.
No, not on.
I have it. Okay, let me click again.
No.
Did it work?
It's
No.
not on.
Not yet.
Okay, I see the screen is freezing. Okay. Let it refresh. That's okay. This is live.
Yeah, what you said was so powerful. It like made everyone think. He is coming back in shortly, everyone. Please give us a few minutes. Yeah.
Yeah, it's okay now.
That's incredible data he's sharing. Very, 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 incredible.
Are you sure somebody's not trying to hack the system?
Please turn on your mic, Mr. Mufareh.
Olivia, you need to mute yourself as well, Olivia. There you go.
Are we all good now?
Yeah. Okay.
This is live, and things happen with the live.
Mr. Mufareh, you're coming in and out. That looks better. We can't hear you.
Okay. That's fine. I mean, that's actually good. Let me forgive me for this, okay? But you may have noticed, like certain individuals who once had a visible presence with us are no longer associated with us. Don't let it distract you. Let me be clear about this. And in general, any decision to distance ourselves from anyone, especially a public, like, you know, somebody on us in a way, and especially when we have to take this publicly, it is never made lightly. I hope you decisions are deliberate, cautious, and made only after thorough review of what's in the best interest of the community, not just but I have to protect. When we speak about someone's, you know, who was known or they were known quickly, and their departure, it is always done with one goal in mind: to protect you. It's that simple. Our priority is the health and safety of our brand and our people. That's number one priority. Nothing personal. We do believe in transparency, but we also believe in dignity. So I ask that we all respect that not everything needs to be shouted from the rooftop. Let it go. And sometimes doing the right thing quietly is more powerful than making noise. I know you're going to respect my approach to this and our decision. What matters is this. What matters is this. We are focused. We are pruning what's no longer serving us. As we said in the O News series. And we are building with integrity. It's the bottom line. When someone doesn't allow our values and our characters, our principles, no place for us. Mainly the health. We cannot have a polluted environment. The health of our community. But the turning point now, we are obviously at a turning point, like where we come from, everything that happened, and where we're going. We are now standing of something new. We've taken a hard look at what worked and what didn't, and what we must do differently. We are rebuilding, not just as a reboot of the old version, just a relabel, a sticker on it. No. But as a birth of something better. Totally. Yes, we are creating a new vehicle. But more than that, we are clarifying the destination. Our eyes are always on the target, on laser focus, on the goal, on the dream. Because a shiny car is useless if it's not going anywhere meaningful. So we have to be clear on our purpose and our destination. Our dream has been always bold, okay? I think we all know that. We've always been bold, okay? To uplift lives, to create fairness through action, to give people not just tools, okay, but a true opportunity. That's what's making a difference in our journey. We're not abandoning the dream. In fact, we are doubling down on it with more focus, with more experience, with more energy than ever. So, you may not see all the details, honestly, and yet I promise you, behind the scenes, the wheels are turning. And more importantly, we're doing it differently this time. I learned not to get ahead of myself. Speaking of what we've learned, some lessons we've learned. Here's what I learned. Okay, let me share with you. It's better to under-promise and over-deliver. That's obvious. Than the other way around. So we're going to be telling you more realistic. I'm not here to hype you up, period. Okay? We're doing it totally different. I'm not going to tease you or tease things and put more light on things that don't even exist yet. Maybe they're in the pipeline or anything, but not ready yet. Just to inflate visions and some clever words and, presentations, we're not going to do that. From now on, actually, everything we build, everything we launch, everything we promise will be tested, proven, and ready to go. Period. There will be no hype, no more guesswork, just the real work that are practical, that are transparent, that are really backed up by actual value again. We will roll out our new offerings, obviously, in stages and strategically. Not going to have a wide ladder and walk with it and into many things. Like the edge of an arrow, so sharp and clear, focus, start small and then expand. Makes sense to you? Not to keep people waiting, but to ensure that everything and every step forward is solid and secure. Stabilize, then scale. I know we've waited long enough, and you've waited. You deserve more than words. You deserve results. Because I learned early on in my life that either you can have results or excuses. You can have excuses or results. You cannot have both. And I don't know if you know, but I just heard that, you know what's the easiest way to get top? And the best way to get to the top is to get off your bottom. So I am going to give them to you. I'm going to give you results, all right? I'm going to give you action. We are in action constantly. In theory, again, in action. We are definitely indeed reforming, organizing, restructuring, recommitting to the dream, and what unite us and what brought us here together. In fact, what unites all of us here is our past, present, and future. What that is, the shared dream that we have, that big, bold, beautiful dream that we share together. It is not about a or just a platform or colors or theme. It's not about fancy words or stickers or flashy things. It's only about people, about you. People. It's about believing that ordinary individuals, like most of us, deserve extraordinary possibilities. That dream is alive and well. And if you're listening, you've stayed this long, then it lives in you too, just like us. Why we can't let it go. It lives in us. All in. This is absolutely not the end of anything. Watch this. Not the end of anything. This is the rebuilding of everything. The rebuilding in a better way. So here's what I ask you. Genuinely, I want you to stay strong, be patient, have confidence. Don't get distracted. Let's reunite, and wonderful new things are on the way. I assure you that. I would never, never overpromise or I've never failed. I'm here. I pledge with all my heart, energy, breath to continue this journey all the way. No cap. And when they are ready, those beautiful things, not before, you are going to be to know. That is a priority. That's a pledge. That's a grandfathering to you. That is my responsibility. I will always give you that priority and that privilege, that advantage ahead of the rest. So have confidence. Rest assured that it's going to come to you first. You're going to know. We're building something worth being proud of, okay? More than just a business or a plan or a quick win, but for a lasting success, for a legacy. You're not alone in this, obviously. Okay, we're doing this together. We are in this together. And this time, we're doing it right. That's what matters. We're doing it right. We've done some pruning. I mean, I think they're becoming popular. And we're a healthier body right now. We have a stronger foundation. And this time, we're going places. I genuinely want to thank you for believing, for staying, and thank you for giving us the chance to finish what we've started. Only better. And I appreciate all of you. I love you, respect you. We're not done yet. We're just getting started. I can't help myself but to talk about a quick glimpse or two to give you a sense of reality of what's happening behind the scene. When we had that survey, typically companies are going to look for services or solutions out in the market, subscribe, okay, buy a package, and just stick your questionnaire there. All right, the team heard me talking about that. They couldn't help themselves but see. I said, we're creating our own survey. I said, yeah, but that's going to take time. So let's just, do that in the future. I appreciate that. I don't know if it's worth it to get distracted. No. It's done. You want to go have a test? What? You don't have a test? Okay. It was seamless. I didn't have a department. I didn't have a building. I didn't have like whole presentation. I just said, survey applicant. Practically in a blink. Late last night, I was with the team and to them on tomorrow's session, the team is asking, Julie is asking for recommendation to a, which one do you recommend, this or do you have something better? They said, we'll let you know. So we continued the topic. Last night, and 3. Are you around? Yeah. Oversleep. So yeah, please come on. So, but on the meeting, yeah. Check. What? Our own rotator service. Done, tested. Design, but the engine was so strong. Click, 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 click. Unlimited. Everything is unlimited. Talk to Julie on the side. You know some of the applications available. They charge you by the views, by the click, by the URL. Oh, come on. And I was blown. I actually was really thinking, am I dreaming? It took out 1.5 because one was on it. The other one was spotting him. I saw Entourage. It was done. Said, are you sure? Can we use it? Oh, how about this time we just use what's available, like a generic one, okay, off the market. Next time we can, no, it's good. Let's test it. They tried couple of hours ago, due with Julie to test. I called them. They said, no, you use it. I would say like, oh, let's leave it for next time. We don't have much time. There's no glitch. There's no bug. There's a toggle I had to swipe. I just didn't do it. I think you were with me, Susie, Julie, and Red, and Chris. Like, there's something to make it. I just have to swipe that. Work like a charm, and it's working. Right now, we're using our service survey. Wrote time again. When our team is creating an application faster than I can come up with their name, a name for the application. It was a simple side question: which service do you recommend? We'll get back with you. Less than 4 hours later, here's the application. So when we did that earlier today, they told me, yeah, no, it's working. No, don't. It's perfect. It's working. As of now, it's live and it's working. Guess what? They told me, oh, we just finished. Also, to even add to my blown mind, they already finished a whole analytics system, reports, geographical, heat map, the number, the clicks, the rotation. This is beyond crazy. I have no words to describe my feeling, my excitement, my confidence, my gratitude, and my belief in this team. We've learned a bit. All right. I'm going to step back and allow a couple of you to chime in, and we'll come back to a full closure as we go with the presentation.
Well, thank you, Ash Mufareh, and welcome everybody on the panel. If you are not blown away by what information we've just been having here today, then you're in the wrong place. So let's just clarify a few things that Ash has gone over today for everyone, so that we exactly what he's been talking about. Obviously, who's amongst us here, we'll break it all down, we'll go over it at length and all the rest of it, and we will get into detail a bit more about it. But let's just go over the key points that our CEO, Ash Mufareh, brought out today. The first of it was a bit of a surprise to me, and that was the SEC case. Actually, he mentioned about it and gave a little bit of information about how he's had the best lawyers involved with it. And it has been a long period of time that this has been on, but it's coming to close now. He was extremely excited about the outcome, and he is going to do a whole set webinar to explain the nitty-gritty about all of it. But the bottom line is he's very excited about the decision that's been made so far. It's not game over yet, but it is certainly looking extremely good. For those people who thought it would be game over for our CEO, Ash Mufareh, and the rest of us, I don't think they're going to be very happy about the outcome that is there at the moment. We also then went into the journey, about the ups and downs and where we've been going. Mistakes, of course, have been made. We know these, it's been documented. But the bottom line of the journey that we've been on is really where we're going now, to be made to make something that is going to be much better than it was before. This is now a moment of clarification, he said, because it really is something that is going to change. We are at a turning point. He mentioned a hard look at ourselves, of what work is going on behind the scenes, but this really is now the moment, and it's going to be a rebirth of what we are going to have future. We've now got to take us to that destination. He is laser focused on that destination. Yes, the road being blocked, had to change things, but one thing's for sure is that now everything is clear. We've got rid of stuff that we didn't need. he mentioned about the pruning. He mentioned about people that weren't in line with us, so that they needed to be let go for the benefit of all of us. But the one thing that is clear about all this, we now have that bold dream in front of us, and we are doubling down on our energy, our experience, and above all, the determination to get to. You mentioned about the survey. Now, we were all involved in that survey. We all took a bit of time looking at it and answering it. There was only 3 questions, he said, but one thing that blew him away was the commitment all showed to putting that survey out. He had a rough idea of where he would be as far as engagement and what we were going to say, but more than times the amount of people put that survey in. In fact, you did it in the millions. Millions of you logged in, not once, several times into your account to look or to go to that survey. All of this analytical data is there for our CEO, Ash Mufareh, and the team to look at. They're going to analyze it, but the uptake of all of that was more than 90% of us took to go to that survey. That's incredible figures, guys. It really is. And congratulations to our team who put that together and to our CEO. Another thing as well is that was mentioned on this was our focus, how we are aligning ourselves now with that future. This has to be done with integrity. This has to be done with you in mind. He was talking about this is the thing that really is what everything's about. Making sure that you are looked after, that you are safe. He mentioned about building and integrity. Updates, he said, on the team building and all the rest of it will be coming out very shortly. But one thing's for sure is the reason for what went on and how it all occurred is because of your safety. Things needed to be done to protect the business, but more importantly, to protect you within the business. He even went as far as to saying that to fight for you on this journey. You will be the first, he said, to know when things are there ready for you. He said, this time we are doing it right. We're doing it in a much healthier position with better foundations, and we are laser focused on our dream. He also mentioned about a new product that has only just come to us to use. In fact, today, and this is the rotator, which we're actually on right now. An example of how good the team are. He was speaking with Julie, to the tech team. We need a rotator so that we can put this out onto all the YouTube channels that are out there. And they said, well, what do you recommend? To the tech team is saying, on a minute. 3.5 hours later, with only one and a half, a guy looking on, said, there you go, Mr. Mufareh. He said, use what? This is our own rotator, unlimited. Have as many URLs in there as you like. You don't have to pay for clicks. You don't have to pay for different URLs. It's just ours. This is now going to be another product that's there going to be Arsenal. These sort of people that are behind the scenes now working for us really are making the difference in this rebirth of the next phase. It's not a remake. It is not a rehash. It is not a sticking plaster that's going over an old vehicle. That vehicle's well and truly dead. The vehicle is blown up. The sides are caving in. The rust has got in and it is going nowhere. This is the rebirth of a brand new phase. This is something that we're going to be very proud of. And if you heard the excitement in our CEO's voice, you should be excited as well. Why? Because it's all being done for us. Back to you.
Thank you so much, Red. It's without going into too much duplication, I just want to show that this share by our CEO, where he started out by saying, "I'm your friend," speaking from the heart. It just colors everything that this company is about. He talked about clarity, humility, transparency, and renewed purpose. And he did that by very frankly sharing about the SEC case. It was challenging, it was painful and lengthy. And yes, it was a struggle, but it was worth it, because at the end of it, the success is going to be actually making our enemy not so happy, and that we are the ones who were victorious in all of this, because truth wins, and it was worth the effort, because at the end of the day, this is our dream, our purpose in this world. So that was just one way of sharing clarity. The survey, he was, his expectations were low, medium, high, and he told us that it just exceeded everything by 3 times, which is huge, because he had already put a high expectation, right? And it showed that we were truly with him, and that the team was so excited, even more motivated, more encouraged by our enthusiastic dedication. And that I think a lot of the world is going to be amazed at the caliber of people. That's because they've waited for this their whole lives, right? So then we had this invisible data that they were looking at, as Red said, millions and millions of logins, frequencies, the number of people that put their heart into it, and it just led to just an absolute solidification of our dedication going forward. And again, he talked about the transparency, about having to prune, having to make sure that everyone here that's on board is fully aligned with this vision, because it's too important to anything dragging it down. And it was painful, yes, but we pushed through it with dignity. So he also shared that we don't have to be airing our dirty laundry to the world. We want to be very dignified, very, very clear about how we just need people who are aligned with the values, walking this path forward with us. And again, Red mentioned about the new vehicle, that we're doubling down on our big, bold, beautiful dream. The lessons we've learned, this is one of my favorite things about our CEO, Ash Mufareh, is that he has showed us time and time again that it's much better to under-promise and over-deliver. And he has done this again and again. And this new vehicle, this new journey is going to be exactly the same. When something is ready, fully tested, fully ready, it will be given. It will be rolled out in stages, not all at once, but in carefully strategic stages, and then expanded out, which we refer to as stabilize, then scale. This is a marketing guru we have at the helm of our ship here. And I trust him fully with this strategy, this way of moving forward. So one of the things that Ash says, the easiest way to the top is to get off your bottom. And his team is absolutely in act constantly, 24/7, for our benefit. We are recommitting to the dream, this unbelievable and humbling dream of believing that your average ordinary person on the street, all around the world, in all economic stages, is absolutely deserving of extraordinary abundance in their lives, to expand and do everything put on this earth to do. That is Ash's vision, is to lift all of us out of wherever we are and lift us higher as a group, as a collective. And that dream, as he said, is alive and well. And so this is not the end of anything. It's the beginning of something absolutely extraordinary, the rebuilding of everything in a better way. And the action for us to take is to not get distracted, stay aligned, stay laser focused on that center of the road that's leading right to the goal, right to the dream, because we are building something that we can be proud of, not just a business, but a movement and a legacy building vehicle. And we are doing it right this time. We had to do some pruning and that, but we are absolutely on the way to doing something totally amazing. And that new product, Ash, that is like overing. I couldn't believe it. Oh my gosh. So everybody watching here, this is the way this man rolls. He doesn't even tell us that I know that we were on and using this product that his team has created literally on the spot for the purpose of this meeting. And I want to do a shout out to Julie Wen and everyone who worked behind the scenes to make this possible, because this was an absolute labor of love to get this going. And I'm so proud to be here all, and we could have gone on and on and on about everything that Ash shared, but get excited. This is an awesome place to be. Thanks so much, Ash. Thanks, everyone.
Oh, thank you so much, Red. That was fantastic. I would love to hear more, definitely. But we're going to stick to the time now. And you know what? I can take a couple of questions if you don't. We'll call this a day. All right? We have a lot of work to do. So the hosts and hostess who see who is interested in any question within the topics that we've very session, I'm happy to address so much.
I believe Jeffrey is up.
By the way, Red, okay, those that came just out of nowhere, no plan, realistically no budget, okay? Nothing spectacular, right? Therefore, can I give them away? Just sweet and cute and add value? Why not? That's why the enemies are going to hate us even more. That's a problem. I don't have to milk your wallet for something that was possible. And that's the thing about today. I was schooled a couple of days ago by one of our genius leaders in the team, the AI IT expert, and even things I mentioned 2 years ago, like my knowledge 2 years ago, I'm not talking 20 years ago, 5 years ago, they're showing me new technologies that are a light year ahead. And what we could accomplish with technology today, price, time, all of that is anything I know. It's not going to take us decades, 2 years in this industry. Because of who we have on board, the way we're doing it, because of working smart and fueled with our shared desire to that and dream, we're going to get it done. Back to you. I'm just excited. It's hard to hold myself. I'm going to sit back and relax.
Jeffrey, I have you on if you could unmute mic, please. Thank you.
Okay, I had a few questions actually. Is there any particular one that we're looking at?
What's more relevant to everybody? You choose.
Well, there's a few of them.
The public and the rest of the community would see a value in it.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'd be happy to address all of them, but another time, obviously.
Sure, not a problem. This one has to do with the direction, where we're headed, what we're planning on doing, and that sort of thing. And it's basically, what is the current compass reading or guiding that you're using for the direction, either technologically or ethically, even energetically. What is it that you're looking at in reference to a direction we're going in, and how you plan to proceed from here on out?
It's a fair question. Thank you, Jeffrey. Appreciate it. I was delighted talking to you the other day. think it's quite simple. Okay, I'm gonna put it in the simplest possible way. We have a very clear destination to accomplish that dream. So that destination, that dream, still intact. So we went, and the methods, the vehicle, the operation that we've been or used, we're not taking us to where we want to go. Effectively, time efficient, or the proper, not up to our standards. And we were faced with two, possibly three scenarios, but most probability is either keep on patching and be more emotional to that, or and attached, or it's not taking us. We're going to change the dream, a different vehicle, but the dream is intact, the destination is intact. I mean, most people would think the third scenario. This is too painful, this is too hard. See you in the next life. Adios. We chose the hardest, not the easiest one, not this one. Not the convenient one. We chose to completely let go of all the polluted stuff. Not to take, not a piece of junk, nothing. Not that it's bad, not that we deny it or undermine it. That's who we are. This is a beautiful part, a great chapter of our journey. You cannot slash it. It happened, and it was valuable. It was useful. But it taught us also a better vehicle, a better direction. And make no mistake, we're going to get to that dream at any cost, whatever it takes. So where we are and all of that and the compass and this, okay. Just like we said, we're going to tell you when you need to know, when it's done, period. It's that's just today. I wasn't boasting about you're going to have a survey or you just used it. That URL in the pop-up in the ONews 9 that you saw, that you clicked on today, you just was live. I didn't say a word before that. That's the new theme. You're going to see action ahead of our words. And then you can brag about it and you can be proud of it and you do the talk. And I will borrow Brother John White's muscles to flex. I have chicken wings, yeah. All right, hopefully that's satisfactory now. Anyone else? Let's wrap it.
Go ahead.
Well, thank you for having me. And
Hi, Terry.
Mr. Mufareh, I know that you did sort of answer my question, but I just heard it a little bit as far as the survey. Like, I'm just personally, was so excited to see your excitement. But were you? I know you gave us levels, what you thought, and it exceeded that amount. And I just want to, between the numbers and the answers, which I'm surprised about, and that had to motivate you in the new direction that we're going, that fire you up even more to know that we all stand behind the choices that you and the team have made. Like, how did it ignite you even more? Because personally, I was excited to hear you say, the responses to that, because there's many of us who are out there doing lives and being very active. But I loved that there are people that may not have the time to do that, but they are so engaged. So although we may not see them on a daily basis, it was so reassuring to see how many people are on board with this. So I just kind of want to know, did it fire you up, and how surprised were you by the responses of this great technology and survey?
Indeed. Thank you so much, Terry. I like the question, and it's compelling, it's telling. It was valuable, the finding. So perhaps, let's be realistic, just like you, probably I had in mind a consideration that possibly most people are gone their way, no longer interested in this, or at least fewer people. So just by the number of people who filled in the survey, that is already telling that so many people found and care to voice their thing. And remember when I told you, like, some of you, like 10 times in a day going back to the survey, it's like, this is beyond. It's like, okay, let me kind of be, okay, like when you have a regular survey in general, that doesn't matter, like, oh, I can't, let me finish it. Or maybe they have to bribe you with a prize or something so you can fill it out, okay? Or they annoy you to do it. This is by love. People come, it shows the attachment to it. And the number is telling, and the frequency is more telling. First question is like, so thinking, people have to be like, wait, see, almost 100%. Don't forget, there might be some apples in the box intentionally want to, like, if things are like, if they have something negative, they will select it. We know that. But it's almost 100% committed. That's mind-boggling.
Yeah.
The second one, I don't have an account and I voted. You see, so that like monetized account. I select 180 days, not 90. But most of you selected whatever it takes. I did not select that. So, and the last piece is kind of the most realistic, effective, practical, subjective, because we've been educating you through the ONU series, and sounds like you're paying attention, you're well engaged, and you realize that it's time for a new vehicle. Scrap that one. Too problematic. It's not going anywhere. Okay. By all means, it was never shut down. It's in business. I tell back to business. No, we never left business. Business as usual. Oh, for my beloved enemies. I didn't think you expect that. Okay. But no. We're in business. Okay. We're not going anywhere. So just chill. All right. Or just go away. Anyway. So I hope that satisfies your curiosity. Good questions, by the way, Jeffrey and Terry. I appreciate the question.
Thank you.
Of course. Back to you.
For you. That question is related to.
Oh, yeah. Hi.
I'm particularly concerned, with all the people, there are business people listening in and following the government's troubles. and what they looked at and what you've had to deal with. Now that the SEC case is finished, we can rest assured that there's going to be a future path for what we've all been through. We're not sure. So I want to ask you this: how will that affect our new company closure of the SEC case? And what's the real effect to the founders?
Zero effect. Thank you for the question. Zero effect. Nothing to do. I am not barred from doing business, and it's a free market.
Good
I
news.
never want or to violate any of the security laws or regulations. Never. Okay, that is my pledge. So we're gonna play by the book. Be regulated. We're gonna do our best effort to have any loophole, and have the professionals to make sure we close all the loops. No mistakes or no weak spots. But has no effect on the current nor the future. So there's nothing like, oh, you have to do this differently. Nothing. We're fine. We're business as usual. And no effect on the future. I can open a business every second. 86,000 businesses a day if I could. If I want. All right. Thank you for the question, Dr. Bill. Good.
Thank you, Mr. Mufareh, for inviting me.
Pleasure.
I had a question. I'm always interested in what's in your mind before you do something. And that question is, did you realize there was a need for a change to a new direction?
Thank you. I'll be very direct, and I know the answer because I thought about that more than a year ago. And been working on it well over than a year ago. Even before the fall down of the team. Let me be very clear for those who think like, oh, you're shut down, you failed. No. OnPassive didn't fail. It shattered records. We know all of that. We've got it. It's only a deliberate choice of doing better. The focus is not on passive. The focus. Do you want the fruit? I want to argue with the guard. Okay, I want the fruit. Keep your eye on the fruit. That didn't change. Can I operate on passive? There's no restriction. Is it wise? Is it good? So when I said only God can shut down OnPassive world, no, God didn't shut down OnPassive. God showed us a better way. He said, hey, yeah, you're sweet, Ash, okay, and team. You're doing your best, all of that. But I see your heart. I see your work. Give you a better way. And I'm going to boost you, just like what happened last night. Overnight, an application. No breath wasted. You think that's my work? Call it a cult. Call it what you call it. I'd rather to be good with my God, my Lord, my Creator, than any of those garbage insects. I'm a strong believer, and I am powerless without God. Yes, I have strong faith, and I believe God has his hands into this. Am I bringing God into doing this or the sales or none of that? Okay, but I have to be truthful. I'm a brave man, or I'm not like a special. I just I'm just sincere with my calling. Maybe I've been tested by our God. And I just see, I aimed for this. I came a lot better. Do I go with it or just stick with, things are getting outdated? Technology is light year speed. And thankfully, he put the right people in our life, in our journey. It's given us very good expertise to prune, to be more effective, more efficient. That's good. That's necessary. Sometimes change is necessary. Sometimes you might think you're going to have to start all over. No. What we've done, what we worked on, is in us. It's not the experience, the emotions, all of that. But all of that is the build, is the compounded energy and force. We're not going 7 years ago. We're not going back years ago. We're building, not necessarily on, with that fuel of 7, 8 years ago. Compounded effort. Thank you, my brother John, and I appreciate you all.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. You got one more or two?
Hi, everyone. Hi,
yes.
Hello world.
Yes,
sir. So amazed your sharings today, especially when I saw your message in the group that in 3-4 hours.
That's very good. Okay, there's no group. I'm not in any group.
Technical, just when I heard that our team made a software within 3-4 hours. So it proves that how capable our technical team is. So our team can do it anytime or within a stipulated time. So as you know, the economic situation in the world, in Bangladesh, it is well known to everyone, I think. So we have a whole fund community around the globe full confidence on you that you will think that will change our life. Could you please, when the new business may start or any roadmap? That is my question. This.
Yeah, absolutely. So I don't want to talk about things that are not ready yet. I think we're in agreement, okay? I don't want you to have to inherit anything from the past, just the knowledge. Don't be that we're just going to have a different sticker, all right, or a different list, or a different name or logo. No. What we've had is really taught us a lot. I don't have any grudge with all the velocities, okay? But we're in a position much faster, more effective, more successful, you know, in a direction that beauty that we share. So we're going to be excited in the future to unveil those components as they come in. But I'm going to repeat one more word, and I'm done with this topic. Like an arrow. Okay? So we're going to create this market with something Recarp. Think of it our forte, what we're good on, laser focus, like a sword on a white cheese from Wisconsin. And then, while you're doing it and use it effectively, we will stabilize, scale, obviously expand. All right? Engineer Shashanta, if you think about it, formerly what we did, we had three things. It's like multiple bricks, if that builds our going width, like with a bigger head or nose, if you wish. So imagine an airplane that wants to soar up in the sky, but with a big wide board or wall. No. Or boat. They edgy nose, so they can penetrate into the air or any object. And if that analogy makes sense, it's like that market go through, and there more will follow. All right, that is to you, and back to you to the last question, I believe, or comment.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much. Bye.
Of course.
Dan.
Okay, great. Thank you, Ash. That was amazing. And I just comment on a bullet point, a couple of bullet points that I got out of this today. It was, we're at the edge of something new. It's the birth of something better. We're creating a new vehicle, and you are giving people the tools and the opportunity they need. And we're doubling down. I love that. They're doubling down on the dream with more energy than ever. And behind the scenes, the wheels are turning. I think we noticed that it came out within 3.5 hours. We saw that everything is going on behind the scenes is more than we can possibly. And I thank you. And you know,
Dan, I mean, whisper to you. This is not on passive team. This team has their work.
Oh, absolutely.
This is just a spot. This is like help. Volunteer.
Yep. Amazing. Yep. And we all have a choice.
Yeah.
We all have a choice. Let's have a choice to follow. Keep going.
Amen to that. Too. I'm jealous.
Bye.
Buddy and Chris Johnson. How we go?
We had a ball. We had a blast.
Yeah.
You're welcome anytime, man.
I'm a happy camper. Okay. I'm kidding. I love it. You deserves it. Yes. It was so good to see you. All right. I appreciate the conduct and the organization here. Beautiful.
How are you
Talk
today?
to me. So good to see you.
Yeah, as well. You know, Ash, what do they say? Timing. I now have 3 grandchildren starting college. And I've been having conversations with their input because of the generation that they are now they're introducing to the world. And I just think of one thing I said to my grandson, and he shared with us, you know, Pop said, AI to me is nothing more than a supercharged, gosh, I guess about this. He says it's just like a supercharged search engine for me, and I'm good or for bad. And he said, taught him the dream of having AI with heart and what it can do for humanity. It just opens so many doors for him. And I just can, well, I can't even imagine you and the team are going to be able to do for that generation and us as well. But this country, where will this global entity be with that dream and that set for that generation? And the company's just going so far because of what we have in place. It's amazing. Thank you so much.
Brother Ash, if you are speaking, mic is closed.
Yeah, thank you, Daryl. How old are they, the kids?
I have 18 and one 17, and just 1 year, and the other two are starting this year.
Bingo.
Oh,
yeah, timing. And
Yeah.
the youngest is?
I have a 9-year-old grandchild as well.
Yeah.
But, it's
Can you
amazing.
tell them to Ash says hello, but grow fast. Can you be 18 tomorrow?
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. What a beautiful time. Incredible. All right, we're going to wrap this up. Okay, so Julie, what do you have for us? Thank you so much for your participation. Everybody want to say hello, bye. And we want to hear from you, obviously. Chris Johnson, want to say hi. Everybody's excited to hear you.
Well, I don't know why they've been hearing me all week, but listen, I got to put some here full of hope and dreams. Again, just a quick one about that rotator. Of course, was caught me off guard, blew me away, and I'm gonna let you all expect the best from this team. Expect the best from Mufareh.
Yes.
And going, but hi everybody, yeah, from Kansas. I love you all.
Man, thank you. We love you.
Marcienne, I have you on.
Oui, Sister Julie, à toute la communauté française, waouh! Si aujourd'hui vous êtes encore assise sur votre chaise, je ne sais pas de quoi vous êtes en train de penser. Je vous assure, notre PDG, H. Mufareh, vient de nous donner ce que nous appelons l'union des States. Il l'a décrit, mené à la direction que nous voyons. Et nous a dit, the best way to get up is to get your butt up. La meilleure façon d'être au-dessus, de lever vos fesses sur les chaises. Alors, est-ce que vous êtes debout? Je suis debout. Il est debout, notre est debout, mettez-vous en ligne, attachez votre ceinture et ensemble nous allons partir. Nous sommes en train d'aller avec lui. Merci, monsieur H. Mufareh, à l'équipe. Merci.
Merci. Thank you, Marcienne.
Manu, I have you.
Hello, thank you,
Hi, Manu.
Mr. Ash. Thank
Hello.
you for having me here. It's just exciting, off the chart. Did you all hear all that? Are you all on board? We can always listen to this webinar over and over, and then we find out, oh, I didn't catch this part. I didn't catch this part. I am fully delighted. I am committed. Looking at Colin's face when Mr. Ash said a team that comes up with an application before I even call my God. Stay excited. I cannot wait to share Facebook and on YouTube. Get enough What can I say? I'm just so excited. Thank you so much.
Thank you much. Beautiful.
Hey, Ash, thanks for having me. I am so blessed and blown away. You said we would be. I know you always give blessings. What I am so excited about, I'm going to do lives, of course. You know that. But recently, the last few months, I've been meeting up with meetup groups, women's group, and a lot of people are interested in the stuff I like, and I'm excited to share with them my excitement. In fact, I go tomorrow, so I'm excited to share with them and also the world that everybody's dreams will be filled and everybody's passion is important. And we love everybody matters. All people matter here in this world. That's all I have. Thank you so much. I love you guys.
Thank you, Sherry. Appreciate it.
Hi, Ash.
Hey, Collins.
This is Collins here from United Kingdom. Yeah, you just blew my mind. This wonderful evening, you know, I was sweating, especially when you were explaining stuff. This is what we talk about: complexity to simplicity, accessible to all. This is what I said in all news. You know, we are seeing history in the making, a product with analytical tool, and Ash said we can give it for free. Why not? It is mind-blowing. You know, when I look at what you said, Ash, we are coming out strategically. This is not a game to roll out carelessly. You want to roll it structurally so that they can have the time, not in our own time, but in God's own time, so that everything is perfect. I am really, you know, excited, waiting now to go out, explain some of these things in all the YouTubes that will go like Otech Pro Heroes and Collins, you know, comfort. We are coming. So just get to explain a lot of this in what Ash said today. It is crazy. So thank you, Ash, and I'll leave it there. It's been great.
Thank you so much, Collins. Always good to see you. Lovely.
Yeah, sure. Hi, Ash. Yeah,
hey,
so
comfort.
Hello.
Yeah. You're looking
I'm
great.
excited. Yesterday, like somebody told me that I seemed to be very relaxed, and indeed today I feel even more relaxed, especially when you said today that you take responsibility for all the mistakes that happened. That is what liver means when it says Ash is doing the heavy liftings and we come in risk free because you bear the punches, and that is what relaxed. So watch out for Empowerment Network. Don't worry, I said something and you did not hear because the team's here. We're going to break it down. I'll go to listen what Red has said. I'll bring the Otech Pro G. I'll bring my Alice. Don't worry if you've not understood everything we've got you covered, because it is mind-blowing, right? Think about the two new products. Who was expecting that? So sweet, so wonderful, and just like this. I don't want to peek into brain find out else the real whatever is sitting out there with myself and Gina and the rest of the team. Right, just get ready because we are in the mood to go ahead. Ash, we are ready to go another step with you, and I know say any man when anything mama and papa them are different. Anything where you never know, tell me agree for pigeon. And not maybe you went for outside. Oh my, get your way to win some Mufareh. Don't talk today. Thank you.
Oh goodness, that is excited. Whoa, beautiful. I feel the sensation, the vibration. Hi, Narelle.
Hey, how you going?
All right, we're gonna wrap it up, guys. All right, go ahead.
Just two words, okay, or four. So when we stand united, stand stronger together. When we stand united, we stand stronger together. So thank you for everything.
Indeed. Narelle, we'll be in touch. All right. Thank you. So good to see you.
Thank you. You too.
Honor is spelled H-O-N-O-U. like Harbor. Color with a U as well?
See how we spell it over here, okay?
I mean, you're right. Yeah.
It doesn't mean that I'm right.
You are. That's right. I'm having fun with it.
Yes. Hello, Ash. Hello, Ash. This is your brother Bob. Hello, everybody.
See you too.
Yeah. So I just want to say the mistakes, the disappointments, and everything are all lessons learned, which brought us to this new vehicle. It's like Peter Rogers when there was a Ferrari you are getting. So thank you. Thanks to the innovators you have for them to come up with magnificent tools just at an instant. Thank you.
Thank you, brother. Thank you.
Thank you so much, brother. Thank you. Please send my appreciation to the team. I'm grateful to be here, and
We're listening.
It's beautiful. I'm so happy and excited. Everyone, if you're currently watching YouTube, there's so many YouTube channels of everyone's that's attending this meeting today. Do their live. Please make sure you follow our channel. Go out there, subscribe, and re-listen to this beautiful meeting today. And
Thank you, Julie, and thank you for everything you've done as well. It goes without saying, Red and Chris and all the close friends in the background. Your effort goes, highly appreciated with a ton of gratitude, and everybody who's really good heart in the background, by the support, the thought, it can be encouraged. It's so appreciated.
Yeah, and I just wanted to add that now we're having a different approach. This is a different approach. This is
I just cannot thank you enough for that beautiful video with Amy. Again, happy birthday, Amy. Was wonderful. I was touched and moved by that video, personal video you sent me the other day with brother Chris, and it means a lot. I have it in mind, and I am telling you, it adds for fuel. Go ahead.
Thank you. We're having more actions than words now in this great movement that we're having. It tells us to keep in touch. Look out for all the updates, changes when you're sleeping, when you're walking, when you're talking. You can never tell. With Ash, you never tell what is going on. Now, right on live, we're on a live product. So all I can say now is keep watching. Go to the OES, go to the back office, listen to all the live stations. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you,
Fun fact,
Ivy.
Susie, when the team surprised me with that, you like fun, okay. When they surprised me with that tool, they did with the survey, like they're not going to touch something in the market or generic or picture. Make it. They're developers, experts, okay. And when I was really in shock, the thing is, like, it happened so there's a good possibility that I was dreaming, okay? But no, it was real. I was really shocked. And when we tested, it was good and it was so simple. I said, you know what? While you're at it, we're using YouTube today, jokingly, okay? Do you have a backup for that? I'm kidding. That's a big aim. I said, no.
Oh.
Fast. Not that fast.
Not that fast. But okay, I'm going to wrap
it.
it up. I'm going to wrap things up. I opened up and I'm going to wrap it up. And I just want to say thank you for everyone here on the panel. Thank you, Ash. Thank you for all those watching. Now, you've heard all of this information. Many people here have asked questions or given feedback. And now what we're asking you is to go out there, share it, social media, do a video. If you're kind of concerned having your own channel or whatnot, reach out to somebody who does have a channel and ask to be invited maybe on one of their lives. I know, Ash, what you have provided us on information gives us so much to talk about. So let's keep the momentum, the excitement, spread the information out there, do the right thing, speak up about it, and we'll see you next time. So thank you, everybody. This was great. Mwah.
We'll be looking forward to your feedback. As Sue said, the internet is wide open. Shine away, and we're watching. We're really interested in knowing what you think and what you recommend, and we can always take an advice, and professionally and respectfully. And this is good for you to be recognized. We already have a good structure. It doesn't have to be public, all right? Private, with like-minded people, and we're going to be talking periodically, and we're going to have more time, but off air, to actually brainstorm and discuss things and evaluate and socialize and have fun love time.
Fun.
Yeah, why not?
Like you mentioned, Dash, to me before, and I promise I'm ending this. That's what makes this unique. That we have the time where we all get together, talk, chit-chat, brainstorm, share the love. You are so gracious with your time with all of us. So that's still something very special within all of this. And it will be done privately. So I encourage people, get out there. Everyone's going to be watching, and pay attention. You may sometime soon be in one of those private
Absolutely.
webinars, so you can continue the conversation privately.
Absolutely. And for those who couldn't talk, okay, Angie, Peter, who else didn't talk? Obviously, Francine, and who didn't talk? I'm recognize that. Who else? Yeah, pretty much it.
Gersmender.
Oh, Gersmender, come on. Vincent didn't talk. Peter's okay, and Janet. I'm sure hopping on some of the broader space and time. I appreciate the time panel here, all the viewers publicly, and those who are watching. And forward to seeing you the next time. Definitely with more exciting news. Everything is changing in a better direction. Speaking of fun and the word, I have 2 more F words for you today. 2 more F words.
I'm ready.
SEC full and final settlement. Done. I'm not saying SEC, okay? Full and final settlement.
Yay! Okay. On that, wonderful. On that note, we're going to say goodbye and mwah to everyone.
Have a good one.